screen again.
Sorry, my love. Let me.
Okay, that's one.
How's that? Hi, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're all good. Hope you can all see me and hear me okay this evening. And I hope all is going well for you guys out there. I'm not getting any feedback back. We've got 2 people watching, 2 likes.
There's no
chat.
There's no way of who's your winner. I've got no way.
No, I know it's the polls a pain in the arse. I'm gonna have to drop that out. Oh, hey there all lot. Hey there all lot. Evening, Andy. Evening, Bushcraft, Sussex. Hello, Andy, Taylor. How you all doing? Hope you're all good. Oh, give me a scary moment there. I thought I'd cock something up because there was no comments, and I was like, "What the hell have you done, Mickey?" I thought I'd broken something. I'm just going to end that poll because that wasn't working out quite how I wanted it, but it did give me some information that I required. 7 votes on that. Who's my winner? 28%, but it didn't actually say who you all voted for. So we're going to have to do that another way this evening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that 10-15 minutes.
How do you go to?
I'm going to get 10-15 minutes. Maybe half an hour, see how the numbers go that come in. And then I'm going to ask everybody to do a quick vote on who they thought was their favourite video. If you want to vote for yourself, vote for yourself. If you want to vote for somebody else, vote for somebody else. We'll make a note of that on there. And, yeah, hopefully...
Yeah, see, they're all...
Hopefully it will come out as a fair and just... judgment. Yes, Willow. Right, hopefully you've all had a good week. Still not rained as much as I'd like, although I will show you, I am quite pleased.
We have stuff.
My first beef tomato, not the biggest, but
steak tomato, isn't it?
Steak tomato, nice. My first plum tomato, nice. Tiny though, tiny.
We've had a few of those already.
But the cherry tomatoes, the hanging cherry tomatoes, they're absolutely ripping. Even the little tiny ones like that, but they are the sweetest. They are the most lovely.
Yeah. We've actually had some that are right. They're opening that quick on those the 2 small plants we've got, the mini ones that they're actually dropping to the ground.
So
mixed emotions this week. Oh dear. What's wrong, Andy B?
Oh.
Yeah, Tarpac are actually they've had to redo their website because for some reason it was coming up that there was no you're not able to Apple Pay or Google Play. And they tried getting hold of them, and they're just...
The company that they've gone through to actually do all the payments and all the rest of it, turned out to be...
so they're redoing it so that they can use those.
A bit of a nightmare, but they are onto it.
Yeah, Aussie,
Yeah,
bad week.
Bad week for any fans of Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, if you saw my short, it was a sad week. But what a life, eh? What a life that man had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, an eye drops a week for your mosting. Bushcraft swallowed one. Oh, God. Yeah, I think everyone has got a song that Ozzy sung that is their life song.
Yeah.
For me, it's Dreamer. I love that. And if I want a real chilled out thing, it's not only one that Ozzy sung, but it was Black Sabbath's Laguna Sunrise. Yeah, Hulk Hogan's gone as well, and that and Cleo Lane. Yeah, it's
what a week. It's, and again, what can you do? You know, It's about life's about legacy, isn't it? It's about how you're
Yeah.
remembered, and it's exactly this sort of moment where people remember, people sit, talk, people. He gave people memories.
Hi, Cookie.
Music and smells are two things that impact on the brain very, very, very strong, and so you tend to find certain songs and certain smells stay with you all your life and can trigger memories. They can also trigger emotions. Um, So again, these things, what better could you do?
Remember them.
So yeah,
I mean, it was so sad with Ozzy. He said, you know, I'm dying. I should never have had that operation, and he raised so much money for Parkinson's, didn't he? That last.
Yeah, shame the government couldn't match it, though, innit?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, don't get political, Mickey. No. Don't get political. Right, so what's Mickey drinking tonight? Well, I went into my local Morrison's and I looked at the cheap shelf because that's always a gamble, isn't it? Something I've never tried before. It's Crumpton Oaks cider. £1 a can, and it's pint cans.
Hi, Adam. So, that's not a problem, my love. Not a problem at all.
No, don't you worry about that, my friend. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, it's the trouble with if you get all these things all come out at different times, and
I'm just grateful that you're here tonight on the Sunday night. Don't you worry about it, mate. You know, I appreciate everybody that it has become a member, because it does. It's only in the great scheme of things, it's very small amounts. It doesn't make a lot for the channel, but it helps. It really does help. It's when it gets to, I only get it once it gets to £60, which took a year last year for me to get to £60. But when it gets to £60 with all my revenue from my advertising and all the rest of it, that's £60. I treat myself.
Yeah.
I might buy a tent. I might buy a cooker. I might buy, but it's going to be something for the channel, you know. So it's
kick me out again.
Yeah. So thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Hi, John. Well, we went with Mac on a road trip on Wednesday. We went up to Landridge Wells. We were going to meet up with Stealth, but unfortunately we couldn't this time because the Royal Welsh show was on at Blueth, which meant that it was going to be a nightmare for him to come up to meet up with us.
So and he warned us it was going to be a nightmare, so I cut cross country. I thought, no, I won't take the risk. I'll go up via Hereford.
So we went past Hereford lines.
Yeah, Stirling lines. And God, what a journey! What a journey! So
but Kaz has now got 2 big mobility scooters.
Yes. So what should have been a sort of 3-hour run each way actually turned into nearly a 10-hour mega run, because
Bushcraft it kept kicking me out. What's wrong with it tonight?
As we came back, we just hit traffic left, right, and centre. We hit it on the M4. Then they shut the M4. We had to detour off the M4
to the 303.
Got onto the 303. Then they closed that due to an accident. We had to detour off that. We ended up going almost down to Winchester. You name it. It was a nightmare. But I was driving a Range Rover.
Yes.
So did I give a damn? No. How did the fuel consumption work out the Range Rover? Some of you are going to be sitting there going, juicy, I'll run that the old 3.6 V8 diesel. Well, I'll be honest with you. Okay, we got an average on the motorway of 42 to the gallon. And on the back roads, pulling the trailer, the little tiny twisties and all the rest of it, we dropped down to an average of about 34 to 36, which personally, considering the size of the vehicle, I thought, bloody good, Mick. Bloody good.
No, Andy, there's something going wrong with the vote thing, so we're going to have to, I don't know what's happened there. It says, do you want to vote? And then you can't, it doesn't take you there.
Right, I tried doing a poll for the first time tonight. It hasn't worked out. So
maybe it's because you put the two together.
It's the way it's formatted. It only asks you one question, and it's literally yes or no question. I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, no, I was saying, because you put, would you like to do more in the past? And it was just in the same question as the poll. So I wonder if because the two of them together, that's why one blank, the other one out.
No, it won't allow you to. It won't allow you to. You can only do a yes and no
on it. You can't ask a question. Because it's a poll, it'll only do yes and no.
No, but I've seen D and I think you do one on theirs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to speak to them. I don't know how they set it up. I mean, I've not done it before, so I just followed the instructions, and that's where it led me.
Yeah.
So I do apologise for that. So what
We
I'm
might
going
have
to
to
ask
do the
everybody
event
to
for vote for next week.
no, what I'm going to ask everybody to do
Stop it.
is to mention in the comments who you'd like to select. Right. Those of you that have watched the videos, you've already got somebody in mind, I expect.
Some have already done that, so you're going to have to go right through the, you know.
I can slip back through that and do that whilst you're doing that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not. It's just a yes or no. Right. So anybody that wants to vote between now and 9 o'clock, we'll say 2100 hours. That is in 54 minutes from now. Right. If you want to vote for somebody, just put in there. Can you put in the comments my vote and then the name of the channel that you wish to vote for? Okay. If you could do that, and then we can start logging it down here. And the selection is Stealth Car Camping, Jess Outdoors, Three Dog Night, Sue Life, Yorkshire Outdoors and Survival,
Hi, Stealth.
The Outdoors Apprentice, Bushcraft Sussex, Island Jason, Benny Bushcraft, Sticks, Weird Brothers, Kitten Killer, Pembrokeshire Prepper, Roman Ray. And don't bother voting for me because I don't count. So
I was saying, if it, did you have a number? Does it the number on your playlist that you put? You know, you originally done your playlist.
yes, do I've got the numbers on the playlist.
Okay.
So yeah, it does have a number on the playlist. So what we can do is Andy B's voted.
Have we done?
Oh, yeah, you've done that.
I'm doing it, yeah.
Right, so I will catch up with this. Yes. The announcement will be at 2100 hours, Benny. 2100 hours UK time.
So you just say who you want.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here and just.
Yeah.
Hi, Dirty Faces. Dirty Faces, if you've looked through the Toasty challenge, if you want to put vote and then who it is you want to vote for, and then we can add it up because vote thing's not working.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out quite as I wanted to. The poll system won't allow anybody to do it quite the way I was hoping. I was hoping that it would give me a chance to vote. It's my fault. It's not understanding the technology. I set it up as per the sort of instructions, and it was a bit on the strange side. It's not gone quite the way I wanted. But there we go. So to keep you entertained and busy whilst we're going along, I shall take my flute. Right? No, it's not a bit of flute. A couple of weeks back, or about a month ago, you remember me saying to you about fennel, about how I'd found that in all the, or a lot of the ancient fire myths, fennel's mentioned. Okay? And
twigs is included.
Yes, how about you? So fennel grows as quite a large chambered plant like that, very similar to bamboo or cow parsley even. You don't want to confuse the two. It's got that lovely licoricey smell. But fennel has a pith in the centre. So this has been drying for about 2 to 3 weeks. And it's gone very, very woody. It's very, very hard. And fibrous. So cutting it is a bit of a nightmare, but it will snap. The interesting thing is we've got this pith in the centre.
which I wanted to try out and experiment with. So there we got this pithy core here, very soft material. And here we go. Let's try this as an experiment to get a nice thick bit. Okay, that's the pith. And it smoulders. It captures an ember.
Yeah.
So that fennel captures and holds an ember. It holds it very, very well. And a lot of the fire myths actually say that the fennel was used to transport the flame. Now, something I'll be trying at a later date is to see if I can capture an ember in here and carry the ember in that, because it is such a tough fibrous outer. The other thing I want to do is also find out if I can separate these fibres on the stalk itself and use that as a tinder. These things are always things that are mentioned in mythology invariably come from fact.
Hi, Ray.
So this was the thing, a large fennel plant that my mum said she was topping out. I remembered the myths and I thought I'd give it a go. So there we go, fennel.
Free dog, okay.
It will catch and hold an ember. Okay, the next experiment is how long can I carry an ember in this for in the tube, because a lot of the legends and myths say that it was used to carry the ember. And that, like I say, that stalk
Hi, Bill.
has
Hi,
gone
Lee.
like wood. When I first brought it home, you could snap it by hand. It was quite soft, but now it's gone very, very fibrous. Very, very similar to bamboo. Very similar to bamboo. So keep an eye open for fennel plants. Again, when the fennel plants have ceased to flower, you cut the stalks off, you cut them off about 2 inches from the ground. That plant will come back again next year. So you're actually assisting it, or you could just allow it to dry off naturally standing, harvest it, and see what you can do with it.
Yes, it's had a haircut again, as you may see.
And it doesn't smell terrible either, if you like licorice or aniseed. Isn't that right, Willow? Yes.
He's having pork lunch time at the moment.
Yes.
Lee and Bill, if you'd like to vote in the Toasty challenge, we can't get the vote thing is not working on the site. So if you could just put I vote or vote and the name of your person you'd like to vote for. And yes, Twigs is part of the vote.
Yeah.
So if you want to put down on the screen who you'd like to vote for, then I can.
That's it.
I'm going to be adding it up.
And remember, guys, this is just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
This is a bit of fun. It's the international.
It's been fun
Toasty
watching
Championship.
it.
It has been fun watching it, and I've learned a lot. In actual fact, I don't know if everybody got a chance to see it yet. I did put it up last night for him. Stealth Car Camper. It was a very late entry, and probably a very, very good prepper video in the fact that he took a non-working
George Foreman
grill and made just a brilliant toasty maker. It was a brilliant bit of thinking. It was, and as he said, put a couple of handles on that. That's a homemade toasty maker.
I like the ridges on it.
I think it was actually brilliant. Kaz quite liked the patination in it. Thought that's going to make a nice way of cooking. And again, this is what it's all about: survival, prepping, and
Thanks,
that.
Lee.
Sometimes you just got to think outside the box, and that for that reason only, my vote, Kaz, I'd like to put down for Stealth.
Okay.
Stealth, you got my vote, mate, for that prepper adaptation. I just loved it. Although
it was a very
yeah.
We know that we know where the love is going because she made she was the first. She was the first.
Yeah. It was, and everybody that's competed in this, as I said on the heading, you're all winners in my eyes. There is nobody produced a toasty that I could look at and say, nah, don't fancy that.
Oh.
Even comes.
Stealth, it was a new one.
It was a new one. Even more, mate. Respect. Hats off to you. That's weren't a royal
If you
engineer by any
Max and
chance,
Mac,
were you?
if you'd like to vote for who won the Toasty challenge, the voting system is not working on the thing. So if you'd like to say, I vote, and whose Toasty you like the best, then do so. And
So it was a new. Oh,
Stealth using a brand new one. Only you. Only
No,
if we'd met up with him, would have done that. You know.
he come up with a brilliant bit of kit there, though, didn't he? By the time he's put a couple of handles on that, he's got the toasty maker to out toasty make everybody else's toasty makers.
Yeah.
Him and the boys up on the next camp. I know it now. It's going to be like toasty heaven, isn't it?
Evening, Lefty. How you doing? Hope your pain's a bit better. Him and me have been having real trouble with our arthritis this weekend.
Yeah. Kaz has been really suffering a bit, and so it's one of those things, isn't it? It's the fact that you can't shake the pain. Evening, Premiership Pepper. How you doing, mate?
Oh, you got your kit from Torpack, Andy. Very nice.
Excellent. Oh, yeah.
I've got to say that every single toasty that was made, I was like, and Kaz I have been great, so I never did get a chance to do mine. I will do mine, but it's not really part of the challenge. But yeah, I wanted to do banana custard in mine.
Yeah. So next year, somebody else can pick this up if they want, or I'll do it again, and we will every year we will do an international toasty champion. It's just a bit of fun, and again, it doesn't have to stop here. I'd like to carry on seeing people's toasties. It's.
How many of you did your toasties and then sort of I missed these in my life? Come on, honestly, how many of you? I bet it's bloody loads of you. Yeah, exactly, Lynn Michelle. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing.
Yeah, bread baking challenge.
Yeah.
That'd be
What's that one?
Bread baking one. Yeah.
I'm not much of a baker, but there are some breads that I'll have a go at myself. They are a little bit heavy.
So you're voting for yourself, are you, Max?
A little bit stodgy, but I'll have a go.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, we're doing the poll for the Toasty challenge. Unfortunately, the poll's not working on the live. So what we're doing is you just say who you want to win, and I'm making a note of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did chips with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had savoury, we've had sweet.
Yeah.
We've had a nice selection.
It was that sort of thing that makes you think. I'd never seen sweet.
Oh, you toasties. Definitely need more toasties. Yeah. Even Sam, he said, "I've got to do this again."
Yeah.
It's
Again, and it really and truthfully for our community, for all you bushcrafters, preppers, and that, exactly what it is. All you survivalists. What better way, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
definitely.
Getting back to the most basic form of cooking, which is just heat.
And it's inside
basic
something,
carbs.
So it doesn't matter what you don't have to worry about having a bowl or a spoon, because it's in between those bread or pie or tortilla wraps, whatever you wish to use.
In between, yes, definitely. It's again, and it's a simple thing, isn't it? It's a simple, safe, warming, comforting food that you can do anywhere.
Stealthily, they taste even better for outside. That's it. I mean,
you can do a bit of bacon with it. You can do what you like. Bit of onion.
Yeah.
It rekindled my love of. I've eaten so much raw onion in my lifetime that I've got to the point where if it's not raw, I don't really taste it. But it's in a toasty, thickly sliced with the cheese. Yeah,
you stop grumbling.
A nice sweetness, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And again, combine a hot cheese toasty with a mug of soup, a cup of soup, something like that on a cold winter's day. Oh yeah, That's
Yeah, I'm
to
with you,
die
Max.
for.
Every single one of them was a winner.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's actually a shame to actually choose one person, and that's why we couldn't do it. One of the things I said to Kaz, we can't make the decision ourselves. So I've got to put it out to everybody else.
Good evening, World
and
Survivalist.
do what I can to get a vote and to find that champion. And that champion, all right,
Hi, D.
the champion will then do their recipe book. They will be doing interviews on Channel 4, Channel 5. They will be invited onto the Great British Bake Off to give the.
You're right, Andy. And even worse if you had those molten lava baked beans with a bit of cheese in it, because you knew that it stuck to your lip, didn't it? You got a new one, World Survivalist, that's coming.
World Survivalist, hiya mate, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Might be a bit strange. You might think to yourself, this isn't really what I thought I was getting into. Basically, our Sunday night socials, mate, it's a collection of all these guys here from all around the world. They're all into the outdoors, prepping, survival, wild camping, hiking, exploring, and that sort of thing. They're all outdoorsy, adventurous type people. And we get together on a Sunday
cheese
night,
on toast.
and it is just a Sunday night social. The idea being you don't have to listen to me, join in the chat, throw up some ideas, methods,
We've actually
suggestions.
just been doing for the last past month. Yeah. We were doing a Toasty challenge, where you go out and you could use, some have used pastry with tortilla wraps, bread, and have made all sorts of toasties on all sorts of different things.
Yeah, so we got, in fact, my mate D's there. D, how are you there over in Oregon, in the States? I'm sure we've got some of our other American friends in. Yes, we've got Lefties in, John Kennedy's in. So we got guys from the States. We get guys from all over.
Tonight, on Pimp My Toasty, we'll meet an outdoorsy type who only fears angry beavers.
World Survivalist, and the only thing we don't do on this channel, we don't do religion and politics. Those are both personal things, and everybody keeps it to themselves. Other than that, we have a laugh, we have a joke. No chips on shoulders, no attitudes, no egos, just a laugh and a community of people helping out one another. Need any advice? Need any tips? You going
so make sure you're the women.
Ask on a Sunday night. Invariably here we've got such a good community. You'll find somebody that's been there before or lives there that can give you the tips and advice you need. Oh, Worcestershire sauce, yes. The most difficult things for our American friends to say.
Yes, today we bought a nice little bargain on Facebook Marketplace.
Hi, Owen.
Did we?
We did.
We got, you see those little metal 4-wheel pull-along trailers. Yeah. We've got one on Facebook Marketplace for £25.
Yes. So I've got a little gadget. I'm gonna see about setting it up. I'll see if I can rig up a harness for it. The idea being, if the SHTF, and you can no longer get fuel, use your vehicles and all the rest of it, and it comes down to Shanks's pony.
That's what we got. Yeah. And it was 25 quid.
How effective can I make that for lugging a load? So it's all metal construction.
Yeah.
I might be playing with the wheelbase, playing with that a little bit to make it more stable. Carrying system. I might even turn it into a mobile shelter system. But yeah, that's the idea there.
Yeah, okie dokie, going, got that. Well, I was just thinking, if we got another willow, we could have one each side and they could pull it.
Willow in the harness.
Yeah, willow in the harness.
Willow in the harness.
Yeah.
Harness shot. Come on, Willow.
Come on, go shave one. Show you your haircut. Come on, then. Come on. Exactly.
I'm going to poke my tongue out, yeah?
Willow.
You're being a wally tonight, aren't you? Come here. Oh, there you go.
Well, the idea is because
yeah, I love you too. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, so six Toasty votes will
This
have a gun
was-
to my head.
That was my original scooter. I mean, it's not a very good clear picture, I'm afraid.
It's got a little bit more power, a little bit more range, a little bit more ground clearance, and it's blue, not silver.
Yeah.
Same manufacturer, because we found that's really are quite a good off-road capable
Yeah.
scooter with quite a bit of power. I mean, Kaz goes shopping on it, and she does about an 8-mile round trip with no issues whatsoever, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So it's yeah. Willow is on one tonight.
He's got
Mac.
a puncture,
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, he's on one tonight. He's what it is because I got the fennel sticks down, right? And he has decided that God have one. He wants one. Don't chew it up and make a mess.
Hi, Ground
I think
Frog.
it's going to be too strong. Hi,
Hi,
Ground
FU
Frog.
crew.
FU crew, how you doing, guys? Hope you're good there in Chicago.
Yes, Wales. Mac has not got over Wales, have you, Mac?
Right, yeah. We won't go into
No.
that. We won't go into that.
So, have we got any more votes that I've missed? So, anyone who hasn't voted yet for the Toasty challenge, if you could just put the name of the person that you wish to be the winner, then give it to me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we've definitely got
We've got 30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So 2100 at 9 o'clock this evening. 30 minutes time.
Oh, you got
I am going to
MTP
stick out.
Windsop. Very nice, Ground Frog.
Yeah, but I tell you what,
Okay.
ground fog. A lot of people get back to me and they say, "Don't like MTP. I like the old DPM." But there are differences in shapes and sizes. It's like the tarps. The MTP tarps are bigger than the old DPM tarps. It's not much. It's only about 6 inches, but there is a difference in
Let's
size.
put it this way: there's definitely a clear winner at the moment.
Lee Michelle, yeah, we got a clear. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but
Not
we've
yet,
got
no,
a clear
'cause we're gonna-
leader.
Yep.
A clear leader, which I guess if you look through the comments, you can probably figure out who it is. Yeah, big-hearted devils. Survival and cooking, Mick. Yeah, it's one of those essentials, isn't it? It's the one that's missed.
That's his new name.
Oh, survival and cooking. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Oh, we'll be getting into a bit of that. As you can see, I've been running through some programs and some things to be thinking about over the next few months. I want to try some larger solar panels.
Okay, thank you.
I want to see if I can find a proper reverse osmosis pump, one from one of the old lifeboat survival kits, so that could be used as seawater. I'm going to have a go at a bit of canoeing. So canoeing, camping, okay. And I've got some talks and mentoring that I'm doing over the winter period. So the 3 subjects that I've been asked to cover are Arctic survival versus desert survival, urban versus wild survival, and combat versus peacetime survival. So again, gives you an idea of who I'm going to be working with. But that's the subjects they've asked me to sort of do some talks on, which are going to be a bit of fun.
Effie's been teaching his son to swim.
Excellent.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's nice
Excellent.
having a couple in the water, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is essential, isn't it? Yeah, get them comfortable in the water. Yeah, it's one of those, and again, it's one of those awkward balances, isn't it? It was easy for me growing up on the north coast and spending so much time down in Cornwall that I learned very quickly to respect the water, because you get knocked about by some waves down there and you give yourself quite a scare. So it's as essential to teach people to swim as essential as it is to teach people to swim. It's also to teach them to have that respect for it, and I think being immersed in it and that is a fantastic thing. I think it's one of those skills that should be
we watched
taught us a basic, really.
we watch a program all about RNNI, the Royal Lifeboat Institution, all around the UK and Ireland.
Got some brilliant videos on YouTube.
And there was a lady. She was she's from India. She was in this. She lives in this country. She was talking to her sister on the phone, and she was walking on the beach. And of course, she got into a conversation, and she didn't see the sea come in, and she ended up getting trapped. Well, someone, Mary Republic, saw her, called the lifeboat out to her. As they were coming up to her, they were seeing that her head was starting to go under. She was, the tide had come up that much. She could go nowhere. And they said if they hadn't managed to pick her up that first turn, that by the time they'd done the second turn, it was doing too late. And they rescued her. And she said, that she was 28. She said, you realise you go through life and all you're thinking about is money, making money. So you forget the important things. And one of the things she's taken out of it, she's actually gone out and learnt to swim now. And it's
it's an essential skill. And again, take it from somebody that's a lot of my career is spent on an amphibious side. Swimming is one thing. Learning to float is probably more important in some ways than swimming. It's learning to be confident enough to be able to just keep yourself bobbing on that surface. So again, that goes back to being a nipper, being in and around the sea all the time. One of the things you got told was if you get pulled out, it's going to carry you out. It's going to carry you out round the headland and that. Don't try and swim against the currents. Don't fight the currents. Stay afloat.
Yeah.
So I learned that early on. I learned to be able to lay back, keep myself afloat, keep myself buoyant, my head above water, using the minimum amount of energy. And again, that will keep you going so much longer. If you're strong and powerful enough and you're close enough to the shore, or you're in a river and there's a current and you're strong and powerful enough, yes, you will get out. But a lot of the time, your best option is actually allowing yourself to float out of the current. If you look at anywhere where there's current, where do all the sticks, where do all the debris end up? They end up against the bank. They end up in an area where the water calms down. So you want to go with that current and allow yourself to work towards the edge rather than fight against it. Because you've said it time and time again on this channel, water is so powerful. Just a couple of inches moving at 6 to 10 mile an hour will guarantee to take you off your feet. A foot of water at 10 mile an hour is enough to.
And lilos and dinghies on any real beach are don't do it, people. Don't let your kids out on that because they do float out. And
if you've got an offshore wind, just keep the inflatables on the beach. Use them as bouncy castles. Is North Sussex. I don't know anything about swimming against currents, but I once raced a race. And
you like that, T? Did you with the soundtrack on my? See, my new one is like metallic blue, and it's actually 9 years newer. It's got a slightly different shape than the other one.
Well, survivalists, you are right. Most rip currents are quite narrow, and you can
Alaska, good evening.
You can move out of them if you watch the surfers. This is one of the things you used to see in Cornwall quite often. You get holiday makers come down to the beach. They look at the beach and they see breaking waves there, and they see breaking waves there, and they see this lovely calm bit.
So they go for the calm bit.
So where do they take their kids? They instinctively go to the calm bit. The reason it's calm is because there's a rip or an undertow there that is collapsing the waves as it pulls back out. That's the bit to avoid. Weirdly enough, you're actually better off in what looks like rougher water than you are in the calmer water. It's not always the case. Please don't apply that to rivers and things like that. But it's counterintuitive sometimes. And like I say, more often than not, if you can stay afloat, people are going to see you. They're going to rescue you. One of the great things around the British coast, especially down in the West Country, and I can't speak for anywhere else because I've never surfed anywhere else, but I do know down in the West Country, Devon, Dorset, Cornwall. There is a big community of surfers, Wales as well, and they're always on the lookout for people that are in trouble. Okay, one of your best friends when you're out there is the surfing community. They know the beach like the back of their hand, and they know how to deal with the waves and the currents. So again, keep your eyes. If you're ever in trouble and there's surfers around you, just start hollering. They will guarantee to come to your aid.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Will's
Yep.
marvellous.
Yep, and swim back shore diagonally. Yep. Allow the, if possible.
Yeah, what do you know?
Yeah, he's got that. Right, I've just got to get little Willow something else because he is making. I'll give him a bit of that fennel, and I'm now regretting it. This is carpet down there, and it is like sawdust. Right, you little monkey. Let me just go get your handbell.
Yeah, it's all waters have different. You got different temperatures and things like that. Some waters feel warm. Trust you, Michael. Lee Michelle. Sussex. If I underneath my skirt.
Yeah, got it. Oh.
Yeah, because
He
just for me chainsaw that dog.
he's enjoyed sort of chewing on the ends of that.
Now he's killing a monkey in the gut in the hallway.
Yeah, got his teddy bear for him. He's happy killing that now. Well, Sussex is on the old man jokes tonight.
Yeah, we know it's funny. One of the most busiest lifeboat stations was actually the one that's in London Bridge, isn't it?
Yeah. It's again, isn't it? It's one of those things. It's so important to, even if you're a non-swimmer, have some sort of idea of how you're going to deal with it. In fact, it's probably more essential as a non-swimmer to know how to deal with it. And again, it's remembering as we get older. I mean, I used to swim like a fish as a youngster, even into my 40s. Yeah, I would dive into almost anything. I love water. I still do. It's a natural friend of mine. However, I don't swim as often as I used to. So my stamina, my capability, my muscle structure isn't as attuned to it. So these days, I would go for float. I would always go for float, and I would go for float. It's, and then again, the other thing, people jumping in. We had this the other day, didn't we? People jumping in after their dogs.
Yep.
Dogs are buoyant. Dogs invariably make it. People don't. So I mean, it's a difficult thing to say to somebody, but your dog's actually better at dealing with those situations.
That's what the lifeboat crew said. You know, if as a lifeboat person, he goes no, but as a person who has a dog,
you'd help his dog.
Yeah.
But again, more often than not, you're just as well off grabbing a stick, a branch, holding something out, finding a rope, finding a life buoy, and essentially, before you do anything, right, in the UK, it's going to be 999. I think in the US, it's probably 911. Coast Guard, rescue services, whatever the system is in your country, your place that you live in, get hold of them first. Get hold of them first. Tell them what's going on before you do anything, because might end up with two of you out there in trouble. Yeah,
for a crew, we've been watching the news in Texas, all the flooding, seeing the rescuing animals and that. It's
knowing how to survive and stay alive, definitely. And it all comes down to prior planning. It's something I teach on my courses is scenario training. Okay, scenario training isn't always about going out and physically doing something. It's about going through scenarios in your head. Every time
Tudor said, the more bricks, the less buoyant.
every time you go through a scenario in your mind, you're actually preloading a thought process, and that goes into almost into your brain like a computer bank. When something happens, it literally opens up a file of drawers and it goes, oh, water survival. What do we know about water survival? So quite often just going through planning it in your own head. What would I do if? What would I do if? You go to a new place, it's a new
Yeah,
beach
it's
or
awful.
a
That was.
new riverbank. Look at it. What would you do? What would you do if suddenly now water started running under your back door? It started coming into your home. You're in a flood environment. What's your first action? What are you going to do? And that simple pre-programming of the brain gives you an advantage because you've already rationalised in your head what you're going to do. So whilst everybody else is running around like headless chicken going, oh, flap, 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 you've got that little bit in there that just goes, right, I know what I've got to do.
Yeah, if you were saying about the Texas flooding with those campgrounds, those little kids, and
Awful, awful.
I mean, some of the stories with people, they found these kids that scrambled up trees, that managed to, they'd floated away, but managed to get up is amazing.
In those situations, things happen so fast. That's the awful thing of that. Flooding is probably flooding and tornadoes are probably two of the most unpredictable. Okay, you can then throw into things like earthquake and so on, but flooding and tornadoes are so destructive, so powerful. They come suddenly, so quickly, and can be so devastating. And again, all around the world. All around the world. Doesn't matter where you are, you're not safe from it. The most common cause of death in the deserts of the world is drowning through flash flooding. If you're in places like Utah and that, canyoneering, doing the slot canyons and things like that, it's one of the high risks they warn you about. It might not be raining where you are, but it could be raining 10 miles away. You're in that wadi, that canyon, that slot, and that flood is going to come from 10 miles away. You aren't even aware that it's rained back there, but it's going to come through. But when it comes through, it's going to come through with so much force, so quick, so devastatingly. And invariably, it's not the water that's the problem, it's the debris that's carried in it. Even in the UK, when we have floods, most of our floods in the UK aren't flash floods. They tend to be a slow rising flood over a large floodplain area.
But they still pick up
trees. It's the debris, it's the pollutants, it's all it's everything that's floating in it, including the unfeasible that's normally in a pipe underground. All comes to the surface, floats around.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going through what you would do in these different scenarios, and it keeps it fresh in the mind.
Well, in my flood kit, I keep Dettol. Right? So Dettol is a disinfectant. Okay, it's a very powerful disinfectant, and I keep that for decontaminating. I'm just going to go and grab that bottle from downstairs, bring it up, and show the guys what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Talk a bit about that in the event of contamination.
Yeah, I went up there. I did see there was a tornado in it's Northumberland or something this week, but it just seems at the moment that there's been a lot of lot of flooding. There's been a lot of tornadoes, high winds and things like that. And the temperature's going up so high, it was almost like now it's 76 all over again.
So if you're in a flood-prone area, one of the things you're going to face, especially as you will, if you're like me, probably going to be the one out wading around, helping neighbours, helping friends, securing things and that. But you're going to need a decontamination kit. One of the best things you can have for decontamination is things like that. It's a good antiseptic that you can dilute down. If you are in that situation, as soon as you're capable of doing it, get rid of your clothes. They're now contaminated. Right? All the sewage, all the bacteria, get rid of your clothes. Bin those. You give yourself a thorough wiping down with that. If you had to, you do it neat. Okay, but it's usually better diluted. It'll sting a little bit less, but if you need to decontaminate and get into some other clothes, bag those clothes, seal the bag up, and
I think these a little goes a long way, doesn't it?
Drop it out the window, get rid of it, get it out of the. Invariably, what happens, people end up strapped in the upper part of their houses, right? Don't worry about contaminating what's outside, or even more, it's already contaminated. So your human waste and that, I know this sounds nasty, but it's out the window. Get it out of this space, which is clean, safe, and good. Everything out there you treat as contaminated. And these sort of things in the UK here, pound shops.
That was 50 odd pence.
50 odd pence, okie doke. So yeah, have 4 or 5 bottles of that tucked away, and it will work wonders. Don't use bleach for decontaminating. It's too caustic. It will burn your skin and cause you lots of problems.
Yeah, wire brush and Dettol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do anything with it, can't you? You can do your food stuff. Yeah.
10 mile an hour flood can move almost everything. Yeah, it can. I've seen cars picked up by a foot of water because it was moving fast enough, and they were trying to go through a concrete ford. And this was a Land Rover. It was a Land Rover Discovery, wasn't it? And the guy drove into the ford. It just picked him up, carried him off. There was nothing he could do about it. We often look at water and think, it's not so bad. That's not so bad. It's not very deep. I can manage.
It's fine a bit quick, but
going a bit quick, but I can manage it, and it will.
As I see, 60 centimetres. That's enough to float your car. Just pick your car. Even smaller cars, maybe less, and off you go.
That's why in the old days, Land Rover, and it's one of the things people miss. So the Land Rover Series 1, 2, 3, 2A, and Defenders. The early Defenders, not this thing today that they call the Defender, the proper Defenders, military style Land Rovers, they have holes in them everywhere. The floors are just bolted down. There's gaps everywhere. And one of the reasons was when these were developed for third world countries, being able to cross rivers and so on, the idea was to allow the water into the vehicle and to allow it to escape. Because if you fill the vehicle up with water, it makes the vehicle heavier. It's not floating. It's going to sit on the bottom. It's going to gain traction. It's going to drive out. Whereas modern vehicles are designed to be hermetically sealed, which is brilliant in one respect. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can keep any smoke, gas,
holes and
out,
snorkels,
it's going to float. Brilliant.
The amount of people we see that haven't put snorkels on properly, they're not attached properly, or they're in the wrong place. Yeah.
You ever want to see a really good example of a Land Rover? Go onto YouTube and look up Land Rover's beach landing with the Royal Marines, where they're literally teaching the guys to drive the Land Rovers completely submerged. The only thing above the water is literally the snorkel. It takes a lot of setting up. I mean, the whole vehicle is waterproof. Now, this is something people forget about their 4x4s. They'll put a snorkel on, so it's drawing clean air to keep the engine running. But they forget that engine is a pressurized system all the time. It's hot. You suddenly throw it into cold water. Things like the metallic sump suddenly chill. It creates a vacuum, and they will suck water in through things like the dipstick hole. They will suck water in
got a wading plug for
breathers
the series,
and things like that. Yeah.
So plug in it.
You have to fit things like wading plugs or raised breathers that come up to the height of the snorkel so that it doesn't suck it in.
And certain times you turn your snorkel round because the water will go in and straight down.
Yeah. When you set up Land Rovers for wading, even the dash comes out and has a waterproof panel put onto it. So basically all the electrics are sealed. The alternator is disconnected so that it's not putting a charge into the system. The system is literally running on its diesel. If it stalls, they are in trouble. The idea is being that you're not going to short out any electrical system. Then when it comes out the other side, you can then reconnect, set everything up, and you're ready to go.
We used to have a lot of our stuff in. We used to get like the sandwich boxes, didn't we?
Yeah.
And cut the bits on the side, put them round stuff, and
Yeah.
tape them.
ECUs and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I know my stuff.
Again, doing the 4x4 response and that over the years, we've set up a couple of we set up a discovery that me and Kaz probably put twice the amount we paid for it into that.
At least that,
one.
yeah.
And that was set up. I mean, every single breather on it was mounted up to the top of the snorkel and into the roof. All the electrics were sealed, all the ECUs, everything was sealed on it. Absolutely brilliant vehicle. We drove that up a river with the water in the river halfway up the windscreen, and it was actually coming through the heater vents and coming into the cab, and all we did was laugh about it, come out the other side, let the vehicle, open the bonnet, let the vehicle run for 5-10 minutes, let the heat evaporate the moisture off, and off we went. But it took weeks of preparation, setting up, going through things, double checking things, even down to the snorkel, sealing all the joints and connectors with silicone and that to make sure that everything was sealed properly.
Yeah, thing sticks. You know, you never really. You're walking down the street. You're not to remember where things are. And like I said, he fell down a manhole when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can trip down from the edge of the pavement onto the road. And,
drains
yeah.
and manholes and flooding are terrible things. There's been lots of cases of people getting stuck or drawn into them. And again, we won't go there because it's too horrible a thought, but yeah, it can happen. So avoid the water.
Yeah,
basically, unless you know it's safe and you know the place you're at, avoid it. Don't do what I saw the other day, which is people diving off of a bridge in London. If anybody, and those of you that know the Thames know that if you're stood on any bridge on the Thames, you're not going to see how deep that water is. Dropping into it off the bridge, it might seem like fun at the time until you find there's a post submerged or a bit of debris or a bit of material in there, or it's only 3 foot deep and it's just
your mum did your ninja
doing.
thing and grabbed you as you were going down. Right, we've got another 8 minutes for the votes to be in. So anyone who has not voted yet, put down who you want to vote for
the Bushcraft Toasty win.
Yeah.
And I will say now, right now, the guys that have sent the videos in. So I've got to say an absolutely huge thank you to, and this isn't in any particular order. This is in the order of the playlist, so that I make sure I got you all in. So this is a big personal thank you from me to Stealth Car Camping, Jess Outdoors, 3 Dog Night, Sue Life, Yorkshire Outdoors and Survival, The Outdoors Apprentice, Bushcraft Sussex, Island Jason, Benny Bushcraft, Sticks,
and you've already voted.
Weird Brothers, Kitten Killer, Pembrokeshire Pepper, Roman Ray, and anybody else that sent a video that I might not have mentioned. But thank you so much, guys, for doing that. It was so appreciated. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of support. I just thought it'd be a bit of a giggle. There might be 1 or 2 people put a video up, but we had 17 videos at the end, and I was just blown away. I was like, really? This is great. And to see what everybody did was fantastic. So, yeah, whoever does win this, please remember, wear it with a bit of pride, okay? Because this is an international championship. This has gone worldwide. And people from all over that have sent in videos for this, you will be our Hampshire Outdoors and Survival Bushcraft Toasty Champion of 2025. Get yourself a t-shirt made. I'll back it up. I'll sign it and say, yeah, I officiated down that night. And you were voted for by everybody on here. So, yeah, whoever wins it, hold your head up. carry it with a bit of pride. And thank you so much for everybody for joining in. It has been great fun. Made me think about my toasties a bit more. Also made me think about my camp cooking.
Yeah.
And
Stealth has said all these little challenges are great.
yeah, and there wasn't one toasty on there that I looked at and thought I wouldn't give it a go. Even Island Jason's Baldac toasty, I thought, you know what, I could give that a try.
Yeah,
I'd give that a go. Some of the fat Stix's effort, brilliant. Benny's effort,
yeah.
brilliant. Sam
Three
from
Dog,
Yorkshire
yeah,
Outdoors,
Sam's.
Survival, 3 Dog. It was, yeah. Roman Ray, everybody. It was fantastic. So thank you so much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, just giving me the wind. do thank you so much for having a go. It was great fun.
I quite like the idea of what Sussex said about doing a bread making one.
Yeah. I think the trouble is with bushcrafters, survivors, and preppers doing a bread in the woods is everybody does bannock. That's
yeah,
pretty
but
much.
then again, it's the same as a toasty.
Yeah.
There's all different sorts.
It's pretty much my go-to in the woods is a bannock. Although you can jazz it up with a bit of cheese, ham, onion, herbs, whatever you fancy. You can make it sweet or savoury. If I'm doing a long session and especially if the energy's low, quite often what I'll do is I'll finish it with a bit of honey and I'll do like a sweet bannock.
Because what does Jason do? He does flatbreads, doesn't he?
Yeah,
so that's
flatbreads,
not it's a bread. It is. So I guess the same as a toasty, whether it be made out of a bread or pastry or tortilla wraps, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a bread challenge, as long as it is a type of bread, then it shouldn't really. Yeah.
Well, me and Mac are on an adventure this week. We're going to fish the Impossible River. Okay, so I won't say any more than that, but it's the Impossible River. It is, it's probably that deep in places and about that wide. So
I'm going to the doctor's again this week. You get pizza, yeah? You do pizza bread, yeah? Whatever you want to do. Yeah, my cellulitis is not cleared up. My
oh, Lee,
things
sorry
are bad.
about that, mate. That's traumatic things I was a kid. Yes. Yeah, Andy, you're right. Yeah. Unfortunately, we never did get round to it. So, but we will. Kaz, and again, keep showing me your toasties.
Yeah.
You know, Kaz is going to do a toasty. I've got an idea.
Yeah,
for
I never did get around to doing it, Andy, unfortunately, but I will do it.
Yeah.
But it won't be part of the challenge because this is you only got 2 minutes and the challenge will come. But yeah, banana custard, I really fancied doing that, and I'm going to do it. Let's do it. But it have to be ambrosia, of course. No, you haven't wished it yet. We've got 2 minutes to go, Benny, for the votes to be in.
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes for the votes to be in. And
Andy, you still haven't sent your email, so that I can send you that photograph for you, my love. We're up to it. We're next month we are off to a game and country show.
We do like a good game.
So
Country show.
from what I've seen, there will be all sorts of lovely foods to try. There will be outdoor clothes and that as well. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I will be having a look through the cartridges and the guns side of things. Although I don't have a license anymore, I've turned my license in and got rid of the guns.
I mean, if you want me to put up, those in the UK and the South, I could, all over, really, I can put on the board what shows and that there are going. But
and let you know which ones we're going to.
Yeah,
ourselves.
I was a bit shocked. The New Forest have got a show coming up, and their tickets are £40 each. That's a lot of money, and if they're charging for children as well. and you can't get they don't do disabled carers reduction and things like that, and yeah, it's quite expensive. Well, we saw one at, I think it's Chertsey are doing one,
Yeah.
and their tickets were £10, and
Yeah,
it's a bit, it's lovely to go to these shows, but what annoys me is, not everyone's got a lot of money to splash about, and you want a bit of spending money when you go to these shows. And if you're paying sort of 40 quid to get in, they're already getting money from the traders that are going in there. The tractors, people, the food sellers, they're all getting money from that. They're getting money for all the shows, the competitions on the best cow or thing. They're sponsored. So why do you have to make it so expensive when the people are coming in to spend money? If there's no people who come in to spend money, then there's no point all the sellers and all the manufacturers going to the show.
No, exactly that. And that's why if you go to a lot of the agricultural shows and the game fairs, you tend to find the prices are a little bit lower. Because they're more about people with a career in the countryside. The other thing is, a lot of people will say to me, I don't know, I wouldn't go to a game fair because it's not really my sort of thing. But if you're an outdoors person, a prepper, a survivalist and that,
you'll get a lot of really good clothes and up there.
You are going to see ferreting, you are going to see people that use purse nets, you're going to be able to buy purse nets, snares, you're going to be able to do all that sort of thing. There's all
blacksmiths,
the control. There is the clothing, the outdoors clothing. There is the cheapest place to buy decent boots for outdoors, especially in the winter. You're going to be able,
a lot of them have the gloves as well, don't they?
There are always people there doing selections of knives and that. So again, it gives you a whole new outlook. And at the game fairs especially, one of the things I say to go look at if you're an outdoors person, you're a prepper, a survivalist, go look at the Gralakin kits. Now, the Gralakin kit is a series of knives, 3 knives usually, that you use for game preparation. So it gives you a bone saw, it gives you a gutting hook, it gives you a skinning knife, a boning knife, and so on.
Yeah, they have a lot of big
some
displays.
Of these are very affordable, and they're superb kits, really are. Anyway,
we met the state detective at the last show, but no, you don't really. I haven't actually seen anyone just lately. Well, anyway, it is now 9.
Time to announce the winner.
And we have, with 9 votes, the winner is Twigs.
Twigs.
Yay!
Somehow I thought it might be, but yeah.
And in second place with 2 votes are Stealth and Mick.
Thank you.
And the other 3 votes went to Owen, Benny. Another 4 votes. Went to Owen, Benny, Sticks, and 3 Dog. So congratulations, and Twigs got 9 votes, and Twigs is the winner.
Brothers are the Bushcraft Toasty Champions 2025 for their sweet deal.
Yeah.
So,
the marshmallow and the chocolate spread toasties. Yay.
Thank you guys for all your votes. Thank you for taking part. I've got another bit of stats that I've taken down. I spent a good half an hour this afternoon, sat down, going through the playlist. And I thought, how do I work out from the playlist how people have done? Yeah. And I thought, well, the easiest way is off the comments. The more comments you get normally indicates how well you do. So I've listed everybody's comment score, right? Now, it's in order of how the videos came in is how I put them up. So the first one is the newest one. The last one is going to be the oldest one. Okay. Bear in mind that you only went up last night, mate. Stealth, you got 13 comments.
Yay.
Well done, brother. Jess, you got 16 comments. Sam from Yorkshire Outdoors and Survival got 23 comments. Kiwi from Outdoors Apprentice got 22 comments. Bushcraft Sussex, you've got 15 comments. Island Jason, I'm friends with Island Jason, got 37 comments. Benny Bushcraft got 32 comments. Sue Life got 36 comments. Sticks somehow got 62 comments.
Bloody hell,
I
Sticks.
think he might have done some of them himself. Weird Brothers got 26 comments. Kitten Killer got 32 comments. Pembrokeshire Pepper, you got 15 comments. Roaming Ray, you got 26 comments. Three Dog Night, you got 16 comments. I got 12. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Mac and Tarpack. They have donated a set of new loop guidelines. So it's Sticks. I'll be passing on your details to Tarpack and Mac, and they'll post them out to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What fun that was.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a simple challenge. And again, any of you guys with channels, if you want to stick up a Toasty challenge,
or
do
any
so.
challenge.
Any challenge.
But yeah, I
so.
quite like the idea of this bread challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's a great way of feeding your channel. If you're going to do it,
sausage.
If you're going to do it, create a playlist within your YouTube studio. You'll see where it says playlists. Create a playlist. Stick everybody's video in that.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, because again, one of the things is having that playlist on my channel. Not only do you have your video on your channel getting you views, but I've got a playlist of Toasties on mine getting me views. So again, it's
great to see everyone's versions and what they used to make them. Not everyone had a Ridge Monkey, you know. It's
yeah. Like I say, stealth sacrificing his George Foreman grill. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, Sticks, it was your sausage. That did get a lot of comments.
So Sticks, that means the loop set is coming to you, but it's for Twigs, which means you've got to ask her every time and probably pay a fee for borrowing her loop set.
Benny, take care, brother. Have a good night in the woods. Enjoy yourself.
Night work, Benny. It's definitely good to encourage the kids, and she's certainly she's full of it. She's definitely we know Sticks.
And again, nice thing for the community.
Yeah.
You've all supported a young person there who's probably going to remember that all their days.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. It just goes to show how selfless the community is. I really, really admire and appreciate you.
Yeah, Sticks. Max put up a set of new loop guidelines for you, Sticks. Pass your details on to me, and I will post it. But I've got your details anyway, so yeah. So it's not yours; it's hers because she won. Yeah, if you give her some Haribo, then you can have them.
Yeah, swap her some Haribo. Yeah. I watched the canoeing video today, Sticks, as well. That was great. Absolutely fantastic. Again, inspired me to give this whole canoeing malarkey a go. I'm quite keen to give that a bash. It was a great fun video to watch you sharing with your daughter, teaching her, inspiring her, getting her out on the water and that. I'm sure she really enjoyed it. She was definitely.
Thank you, Andy. I'll sort that out for you tomorrow.
She was definitely captain of the ship.
Yeah, we've watched Stealth, the lads in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had a bit of a stealth session today, didn't we?
Yeah, we had with the you had to watch out for the Rottweiler coming to steal your breakfast. We've watched Out with Max. We've watched Benny's ones.
Yeah.
I caught up with one of Sticks that I hadn't done for a while, and Three Dog and Lefty as well.
Simon, it was Weird Brothers won it. Sticks, Twigs.
Yeah.
She won it with her marshmallow
and her
chocolate spread. So I've got to admit, I actually watched that, and when I watched it, I thought, blimey, I'd never thought of that. That looks like a real treat round a campfire.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a real fun
if
one.
you wanted to an energy boost, that would certainly do it.
Yeah, and again, it was what it should be. It was fun. So. Yeah.
But I like the fruit ones. I like the cheese ones. I like the meat ones. Yeah. I don't think there's one toasty that was done that I didn't say. I went, ooh, nah. Yeah, exactly, mashes sugar like rush. I expect. Well, we don't realise that Sticks for it to look her in the cupboard. That keeps
Simon, it is. I think everybody will agree with me here. Is everybody on this channel is a big hearted softie? It's they're all got good hearts. Nobody was in that for their ego or anything like that.
Yeah, it was diabetic coma. That's right.
To cheer on a young person.
Yeah.
And to enthuse with them. Isn't that what it's all about? Isn't it all what it's all about? We're all trying to share information, enthuse, encourage others. And if we can get young people to start enjoying it, I'm sure it's better for them to be out as Twigs was today on the river with in a canoe, learning to canoe. I'd rather see somebody young doing that than just stood bored on a street corner, because that leads to nothing but problems.
Andy, melted Haribo Toasty. Can you imagine it? She wouldn't come down for a week.
Lofty Wiseman will be adding Twigs' recipe to his next book. Yeah. There's going to be guys out in the jungles of Belize.
But it's nice to. I mean, Sue Life. He managed to get one. He went somewhere and he managed to get himself a toasty maker, and he was so chuffed at it, and it was nice to see everyone sort of like, God, I forgot how much I like these.
I wants to know who was in second place.
Second place was joint, and that was Stealth and Mick, and in third place was you, Owen, Benny, Sticks, and Three Dog.
Well, in that case, count me out. So really, it's
Stealth.
It's going to be Stealth in second place.
No, because you weren't the only person who had voted. There was 2 votes for Stealth.
Yeah.
2 votes for you.
Yeah. And Owen.
Yeah. Owen and Benny and Sticks and Three Dog had 1 vote each.
I think it's pretty fair myself. I think everybody had and the main thing is everybody had a good bash at it and had a bit of fun.
Yeah.
There's so many different techniques, so many different methods, so many different ways.
Yeah, different ways. There was some on fire, some was on the cookers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just shows it works, doesn't it? Like I say,
thanks to that challenge, I've got that. We've now got the double toasty one, which we can do 2 sandwiches in a go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, crikey, can you imagine? Simon just said 30 miler. Can you imagine coming off a 30 miler, setting up your basher and your bivvy, doing the marshmallow and chocolate spread toast?
Right. He said everyone won as they got to it. They had to eat. They got to eat one.
Yeah. Yeah. Stealth, you're right.
Yeah, I was sitting there going, I'm really hungry now.
It was one of the few challenges me and Kaz actually. I won't say we regretted doing it, but I tell you what, because of course, every time one of your videos come up, I was like, right, we've got to sit and watch this together. We sit and watch it. Then I'd run upstairs, watch it again, put it onto the playlist, share it, support it, and all the rest of it. Because every single one of those videos I shared as well.
We did actually do one ourselves here. We used tortilla wraps, and we used a tin of Prince's red cherries pie filling.
Yeah. 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 It's
with a hot brew, definitely.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
I'll be using it. I'll be definitely using mine.
Well, I was thinking, I think if you've got one and there's 2 of you, it's like, what you're going to be fighting over that first one or having half each. But with that double one we got from Temu, it meant we were able to cook 2 in one go.
Well, it means in the camp in October I've got.
So we make
3 toasty makers plus a sausage cooker. And I'll be bringing those to the camp. So if anybody wants to borrow one at any time to make a toasty or something, they can do over the open fire.
That's a good one, Simon. I never thought of that. Put a Snickers in a toasty.
The Toasty Maker challenge was quite simple. It was to make a toasty outdoors of your choice in any method you want. Doesn't have to be bread. For those that can't have bread, it could be a pastry or whatever. But the idea was it was toasted outdoors both sides. So it had to have a filling and be toasted both sides. Most of the guys ended up going online.
Good evening, Jason.
most of the guys ended up going online and then getting themselves
because that one we got sent from Benny because we didn't have one, a big one.
That one was from Benny. This
wasn't Benny. That's the one we got from Temu.
That was Team One. That's it. That was the Benny one.
Yeah.
So a lot of the guys got those.
Yeah.
Stealth Car Camper actually sacrificed a working George Foreman grill last night and made one himself. So he improvised. There was other guys did it in pans.
Sticks did one. So no Toasty one.
Yeah, there was guys that did it in pans. So again, it was a toasty, something toasted on both sides.
You could use a cast iron pan, yeah.
Cast iron pan. You could use tortillas. You could make make any method.
Yeah, I will put I'll put a vote thing up for you. 3 dogs, so you know he's got visitors there.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. And it was a bit of fun. It was because again, it's one of those techniques. I mean, we're always saying food is essential in your survival situation. So if you can toast something, I know from my own experience in the past, stale bread toasted, it changes it up completely. Can revitalise it. Hey, Jason, that's very nice of you. So Jason's just said he watched all the entries. He think Kenton Killers was the best. 3 Dog was second. The Sticks was third.
I can't say 3 Dog was 6, so he's got 2 now.
D, unfortunately, the challenge is over. We've crowned a champion tonight.
But you can make one.
Any of you that want to still do a toasty for the toast challenge, stick it up on your channel. Let me know, and I will put it on the playlist and share it through my end as well. So I'm going to keep the Toasty Champion playlist purely and simply because, in fact, I might even rename it Best Toasties in the World and just leave it up for something for people to look at for a bit of fun. Yeah, because again, it's one of those things, isn't it? Share the recipes, share the techniques, share the methods. A toasty made with love will always make your heart warm. I just got a little sip of your water. I was going to have a second can of cider. Now, I must give a warning out now. So, the cider of choice that I've had tonight, for those of you guys that are in Britain, was from Morrison's. And it was Crumpton Oaks cider. It's medium sweet, very refreshing, very, very pleasant, got really good flavour. However, I've just realised that it's actually 5%. It's quite a strong cider. It comes in a pint can, okay? So it's a 1 pint can and it's £1 a can. It's £1 a can. It's a very nice cider, but it will hit you.
That is the results. We have Twigs with 9, Stealth with 2, Mick with 2, 3 Dog with 2, Sticks with 2, Owen, Benny and Kitten 1.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm a cider drinker.
Oh, yeah.
Outdoor Ali.
Hi, Ali. How are you, mate? Hope you're good. Thank you for joining us. It has been a while, and I'm sorry that I've not joined you in a while. I do apologise. Life is just so hectic at the moment. It's ridiculous. So, everybody, this is my mate. 10. This is my mate from Scotland, Outdoor Ali. Yep. He does lots of regular lives. He does some videos where he does his camping and that. Yeah. Please go over, subscribe to him, join it. He has some cracking lives. It's got a really good community, great bunch of guys and gals. Great fun. So, yeah, please, by all means, show Outdoor Ali some love.
He's done his back in while camping.
Oh, no. Man of extremes.
Well, him and Mac are going fishing this week. We're going tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm fishing the unfishable river.
And he's not. Then they've got some Timu rods, and it's going the old style, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah. What we decided to do, both me and Mac have fished for years, and we love fishing. We've both done a long period of being quite keen on carp anglers with bivvies and all the rest of it, and all the gear, spending thousands and all the rest of it, going to some fantastic lakes. However, we both got bored with it in the end, and we decided, why not just revisit it? Let's start afresh. Let's go back to being 10 years old. So, starting tomorrow is a series of videos, not all the time, but occasionally when we feel like it, we're going to go out and do a fishing session. So tomorrow we're starting with what I call boyhood dreams. So this is going back.
Jess, that's the winners. It's Twigs.
Yeah, this is going back to fishing a local river. It is a river. Well, it's a brook actually.
Yeah.
Fishing the local brook using the sort of kit that we did as kids, i.e., rather than taking my flash and fancy rods and reels, I'm just taking a Timu rod, Timu reel, extending rod, reel, so's Mac. We're fishing basic Timu cheap gear, the sort of kit that you picked up when you were
a Katrina Windermere.
We specifically looked at it from the point of view of, you know, what caught your eye when you were 10, 12 years old when you were going fishing. It isn't always what you would use when you were in your 20s or 30s. So we went back to that, and we're going to see what we can catch from a local unfishable river. Now, the reason I call it the unfishable river is because a lot of people, it's local to me, it's literally 100 metres that way. It is fed by the runoff from roads about 4 miles
have a nice time, Andy.
And a lot of people have said to me, there's nothing in there. Nothing in there. You won't catch nothing in there. It's a horrible little stream. It's polluted and that. In places, it's only that deep. You won't catch nothing in there. I think differently. So does Mac. We both think differently. So we're going to go out and we're going to hit it. And it might be a success. It might be a failure. But you'll have to watch the video to find out.
I've got some little lures. They have these like little baby crayfish. And one of our neighbours came round because his son, who's 13, was going out with his cousin to do a bit of fishing, and we gave him a couple of these little lures, and he actually caught a perch on one, didn't he? Quite a nice, tasty size as well. So happy about that. But yeah, that's
the rod I'm taking.
Yeah.
From Timu, little extending rod with a reel that
Matt's
matches
got
it.
one, hasn't he, as well? And I've got the same one in purple.
It's nothing flash. Nice little cheap setup from Timu. Simple, light, collapsible. Timu bag, which unfortunately, Cass, I have to show you. I only noticed it tonight. Has a failure there on the stitching, but other than that, the bag's fine apart from that.
Yeah. Well, I'll take a picture of that because I want to do something about that.
So, the little lures that Caroline was talking about, which I'll be trying for perch and chub. Just be careful not to drop anything where Willow's on the floor. Are these tiny little jelly crayfish. So I'll be giving those a bash, although I've got to crimp the barbs off the hooks because I'm not allowed to fish barbed hooks in the UK. I'm not fishing for food. I got
you a dragonfly, didn't I, as well?
I have a frog lure, which I'll be trying.
Right on, froggy.
Surface fishing for the pike.
So obviously when you...
I have a dragonfly. And again, this is all Timu kit.
Yeah, it's all Timu. I think that was about £1.50, that lovely frog.
A couple of little lures.
Yeah. So these are the jointed versions.
And then...
There's so much on, as you know, Timu. But they got all the little jelly maggots.
Selection of little poppers. and some jellies.
Yep.
Oh,
there's a little. Is that one?
What's that? Jellies.
Yeah. There you go. I think you can see that there. It's a little crayfish, and that one he caught. It's got the hook obviously underneath, and yeah, he caught a nice little perch on that one.
So we'll be giving those a bash. So we're probably going to be mostly spinning. On top of that, we've got the usual selection of little spinners and so on. And I've even got.
You frog.
Guess Kaz got them for me. I'm looking forward to giving them.
Oh, the little.
I'll give her some jelly bugs.
Yeah, so little jelly bugs.
So I do a video on that because again, I do think fishing comes into the prepping and survival world.
Yeah.
It's a way of putting some food on the table.
Yes, you don't get your little maggots.
Yeah. It's a way of putting food on the table if you had to.
Oh dear, Ali, not there. Oh dear.
All inland water, all inland fish in the United Kingdom.
Well, it's only £37 now. If you're disabled, getting PIP, or you got a blue badge, then it's £24 for the year. But now it's a full rod license for a year is it's under £37. That's the reason I said I got him a full year.
You can
this
get
year.
1 day tickets, week long tickets, and
That's
monthly
£8
tickets.
now, isn't it?
So basically, for those of you that are not in the UK, that's basically what Kaz is talking about. So that is an Environment Agency rod license, which allows me to fish. Most countries have some sort of permit for their fishing. I know in America it comes down to the individual states and that. But in the UK, it's one rod license.
Well, we went
Pretty
out
much
to get
covers you from end to end.
We went out today to go and pick this little trolley up, and the amount of kids, sort of 10 to 15-year-olds, walking along with their fishing rods and their nets, and that was nice.
Yeah.
But you don't need a rod license in Scotland.
You don't need a rod
See,
license.
down here we do. If you're going for trout or salmon, you can.
Down here for trout and salmon, you're going to be on specialised waters. But again, all freshwater fish in the UK are edible. Although, reading through, I've got a book that was from 1760, I think it is, something like that, and it's a list of all the fish in the British Isles, and how to cook them, what was good, what wasn't.
Good.
And the only fish in the British Isles that actually says wasn't worth eating was the chum. Apparently they're quite edible, but they taste disgusting.
Sea fishing. It's fine.
No, Ali.
Yeah, he got a tick right in a private area.
It's
and
become
he got
infected.
Not good. That's
Ali,
the trouble is you only get half. Yeah, they're buggers for popping half out, aren't they?
Ali, get yourself checked out for Lyme's. Ask them if they can run a blood test for Lyme's disease. It's a slim chance that you'll get it. However, it is one of those illnesses. If you get it, you need to get onto it. The faster you get onto it, the better the outcome. Because once it gets into the system and it gets a grip of you, it's a real stinker. I've known guys that have suffered with it for 4 to 5 years. Quite prevalent in the deer stalking world because guys are obviously
You're joking. He said they never gave him antibiotics or DIS tests.
You need them.
That's fine.
I'd go back. I'd start shouting and screaming, or I'd go see my GP, start shouting and screaming. I really would, mate, because at the end of the day, it's a tick bite. Tick bites are to be taken seriously.
Yeah, you know what
the problem is with a lot of the medical profession, they just go, "Oh yeah, it's just tick bite," and they palm it off. But the illnesses and problems that can be carried by ticks are serious.
It's nasty stuff.
Yeah, not
but,
good.
Well, so I was just saying, people who live near the sea and water for generations and lived, fed themselves off the
Fish, protein.
Yeah, fish and even the some of the sea vegetables and the plants
I'll
around it.
dig, next time I get in the loft, I'll dig the book out. It is a very old book. It's one of my sort of treasured. I've got a little box upstairs of books that I won't get rid of. Things like my dad's apprenticeship books and cattle books and things like
You
that.
think that if it was infected, they would have given you some antibiotics, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's
Very,
mad.
very good friend of mine when I was a nipper, about 13, 14, a guy called Martin Jarvis. He was a guy that taught me to work the dairy herd near us. Basically, I used to walk down to his farm when I had time off, or the farm that he worked on. And he was originally in a place called Ripley, then he moved to a place called Clay Farm. And I managed to get from him a herdsman's book that was 1920s, 1930s, and that listed what the cows were, what they fed on, what their output was. Absolutely brilliant. Not exciting reading for a lot of people, I know, but it was interesting, and it goes year by year, and it tells you what the haylage was like, what the herbage was like in the field, and so on.
Ali was saying it was 2 months ago, and it's just a fading red mark now.
Mate, it's still they can still run a blood test, mate. If you've got right, I'm going to go through just some of the symptoms. These aren't all,
Yellowing eyes,
and they're not definite, right? These can be other things as well, but lethargy, okay, that's low energy, feeling that you just can't be bothered, low state of mind. That's one of the indicators. Aches and pains, especially in joints, okay, is another one.
That's what Kevin's saying. Goes a long time to get to a chemist.
I'm trying to think.
Yellowing eyes.
Yellowing eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, go speak to your local chemist to see. Yeah.
I would actually Google Lyme's disease, mate. It is it's a sneaky. It's one of those. This is why they're so keen to talk about ticks in the outdoors community and outdoors world. This is a disease that you can catch it. It can lay dormant in you for weeks, months, and years, and then it can kick in. And when it does, it is a real stinker. It's a serious illness.
You get like a flu-like symptoms as well, don't you?
Yeah, and as Jason says, it can lay dormant in you for a long period of time and then just hit you. It's honestly,
you can inquire about some tests. Yeah.
Get it checked out for it. I'd hate to think you got it. I've had a couple of friends that have had it, and it's one of them. It actually destroyed his career, his life completely. It went from a.
You're getting paranoid now. He says, "That you had to put that one in there. See this lost Aussie this week."
Yeah, Ali, not be.
Fever, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint ache, swollen lymph nodes, chills. Thank you, world survivalist.
Yeah. Ali, in all probability, is not, but it's worth getting checked out for. Because again,
that sounds good, lovey.
And there's lots of problems like this: leptospirosis, Weil's disease. I had that myself. I caught that back in the late 80s. Late 80s. Bitten by a vole on a riverbank. Okay, working on a canal. Clearing some undergrowth, pulled a stump out. There's a little vole in the bottom of this stump, and this little vole's going, "No, please don't kill me, mister." And I thought,
you might have had a tick, lovey, or you might have been bitten by something.
I thought, poor little bugger, and I picked him up, scooped him up in my hand to throw him into the bushes, and a little shit bit me on the tip of the finger. And it was one of those bites hurt. It went deep, but it was like threw him away and thought nothing of it. Cleaned my hands, gave myself a wipe off, thought, bloody thing, try and help a little animal and look what happens. Thought nothing of it, carried on working all day, fine for about 4 or 5 days. And then I went down the following week with what I thought was flu. And I had the chills in the back, the ache, felt grotty. It really did feel like influenza, but without the chest.
You actually went to the doctors.
Yeah. And I went for about a week of taking Lemsip's cold flu reliefs, as per their instructions. Wasn't touching it.
Oh, only giving
And then
bite cream.
got up one morning and can I tell you, my eyes looked like they were the colour of these cans. They went yellow. And Cass said, that's not good. That's not good. We need to take it to the doctors. So, being a bit of a medic, straight away, yellow eyes, jaundice. I've been taking paracetamol products. Shit, if I overdose with paracetamol, I need to see the doctor now.
Yeah,
Phoned the doctor,
my
said,
darling.
I think I've overdosed paracetamol. Went to see the doctor. Had to do a series of blood tests, and yeah, you've never seen such a happy doctor because
you're going to write
he
wrote
wrote
a paper
on it.
Yeah.
So I got leptospirosis, called Weil's disease, which attacks the kidneys, attacks the liver. And lucky enough, caught it early enough. I had to go on a massive dose of intravenous antibiotics over a prolonged period of time, but it sorted me out, got me back together. But again, if I'd carried on thinking it was flu for another week, they reckon that would have been me. I'd have done myself in. So again,
Trina, you up at Windermere, aren't you? So if you got bites over your face, there could be midges or mosquitoes, or there could even be horseflies.
Yeah, going to be midges or mosquitoes, possibly horseflies. Although horseflies tend to create a very big raised lump, and then you don't get quite so many. But up there, Windermere, it's probably going to be midges or mozzies. Right, so
on my face and that.
Chamomile lotion. Go get, if you're still up there and you're out tomorrow.
No, she's going back tomorrow.
I was going to say, go get yourself some tea tree wipes, or anti mozzie wipes. You can just wipe yourself down, and it helps to stop them from getting on you. Yeah, nasty things. Right. So, as medic advice now is right. Don't itch. Don't itch. Keep them clean. Don't itch. The worst thing with mosquito and midge bites is we tend to do this without thinking, especially in our sleep. And what happens when you scratch is you've always got detritus under your fingernails. Even if you've got clean fingernails, there's always some sort of detritus under there.
Bicarbonate soda?
Chamomile lotion's the best one.
Yeah, we can put bicarb as well.
What we tend to do is we do that. We scratch the top off it. Okay,
and it gets infected.
And it gets infected. Okay, so it's the secondary infection with those things that tend to lead to the problems. So again, anybody you get bites, it's the hardest thing in the world to do it. I know from my own experience. Do everything you can do not to itch. I've been known to sleep with socks over my hands to stop myself from scratching, just like you do with a baby. You know, it's stop that itching.
Oh dear, yeah. That'll do it, Ali.
Ali midges. I tell you what, they're just.
They're gits, they are.
Yeah. There's always that one. Doesn't matter how good your mosquito net is, there's always that one or two that will get in.
And when you're zipping it out and you're getting in, that's when they get you. Yeah.
Things.
But yeah, any onions, raw onions, onion soup, things like that, they don't like it. And garlic's another one they detest.
I rub myself down with onions and I eat onions.
I bet you got ones at the size of flipping small rats up in the.
Well, up around
Canada, Alaska.
I've heard rumours that the Alaskan and Canadian. I had too much cider. Canadian mosquitoes actually carry 9mm pistols. They.
I was saying just a sort of slightly off the subject at the moment. The Fleet Ponds where you like to go for your walks.
Yeah.
The day before yesterday, a lady was out walking her dog, and she found a 10-foot plus python. Someone had decided at that time, or maybe before that time, to put their python into the wild in a country that doesn't have them in the wild. And yes, it was well fed. I bet it had been on all the rats and wild fowl and that there, but
cats, small dogs. Yeah. It's
she showed the picture of how she found it. It was amongst the ferns. And you can only see about 2-inch bar of these every now and again of this this python. Yeah, it was a 10-footer.
And when you think about it, the weather we've had the last 2 months, 3 months, it would have survived in that quite happily. Quite happily. It's probably been out there for weeks and weeks and weeks, quite happily munching away on whatever it can find. Because again, being a python, they don't eat constantly. I mean, it's only
not the first time. A couple of months ago, there was two snakes that have been found, but they were in pretty bad condition. I think that's the reason why they.
Well, the winter normally knock them off here. But yeah, a python out there in the summer. I mean, the ducks, swans, all that
geese,
sort of thing. Especially pythons, because they a lot of pythons don't mind water, and they are absolutely brilliant ambush predators. The local wildlife has got no idea what it is.
Jason was saying that his friend's dog had over 200 ticks after a walk. He ran through a field and it saw a deer. Yeah, Ali, the slugs at the moment, they are mega slugs.
Yeah.
But I've hardly seen any of the leopard slugs. I don't mind leopard slugs because they eat the other slugs. Oh, where's that? That's all right then.
Yeah. If anybody else, if you're a gardener and you see
a
spotty slug, okay, Google it if you want to check it, just so that you've got your identification right. But there's a species of slug in Britain called the leopard slug. That slug eats other slugs only.
He does not touch plants.
He's a carnivore. He won't touch plants. He will go and demolish other slugs. He eats slugs and snails.
So you found
loves them.
A brownie one, a yellowy one, a black one. Yeah, they're bad slugs. But you find a speckled one, that's your good one.
Yeah.
It will save your plants.
Yeah.
So if Ali's been setting beer traps for them, to keep them out of your tent.
Beer traps are a good one because at the end of the day, at least it goes happy.
Ali was saying his mate was savaged by the midges. It got through the mozzie net into him.
Yeah.
Because even the head ones you wear, they get in.
Yeah, they will. They will. They're just.
Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of ladybirds, but the ladybirds I've seen are the proper ladybirds, not the foreign ladybirds we got.
Yeah. The target shape rash. Right, so you'll get the bite, and then you'll get a white bit or normal skin colour, and then you'll get a red ring around it. That's not always an indicator. That can be other forms of infection as well, and you'll also get them off other insects. But again, it's one of the indicators to look out for. If you've had a tick bite and you suddenly get a red ring around that bite, yeah.
And also, the dogs, not only are they at risk of the Lyme disease and getting ticks on them, but there's a huge bloom of blue-green algae here at the moment. And people don't seem to understand that you should keep your dogs out of this blue-green algae in the water. Do not let your dog in there.
We're Fleet Ponds near us. We've got blue-green algae in the water.
And Frencham.
It's dangerous. Frencham's the worst one because people actually allow their children to swim in there. There's big signs saying blue-green algae
stay out of the water.
Do not go in the water. Don't let your dogs in the water. Don't let your children in the water. Stay out of the water. This is toxic. And you can go. I can guarantee you, I can drive over there tomorrow, go over with the camera, and there will be somebody with their toddler playing in the water. I just really. I mean, personally, I want to take the adult, take them out by the scruff of the neck, make them drink a gallon of it, and see how they like it. And when you mention it to people, you say to them, "I wouldn't let your dog go in there." Oh, what's your problem with my dog going in the water? He's not doing any harm. It's blue-green algae in there. I'm just thinking about your dog. My dog will be all right.
I think, Lee, Michelle, that the normal ladybirds have 2 to 4, 2 to 6 spots, but it's the ones that are red that have multiple spots that looks more like a Dalmatian. They're the ones that are the bad ones that eat the plants.
Well, so I was saying, UK mosquitoes don't spread disease.
You're right, Jason. Everywhere seems to be suffering from invasive species.
It's only the female mosquito that draws blood. And the problem with mosquitoes, all the mosquito species, the same as leeches, are regurgents. So what they do to help them release from you when they're drawing blood, they vomit. Okay, they push blood back in. Now, the issue comes not so much with um, them actually carrying disease, as in they know they're carrying disease, but the blood that they're carrying in their gut, if it's infected with an illness or a problem or a parasite, they can act as a transmitter. In that regurgitating into your wound, they can then spread the disease. The reason we don't see so much here in the UK with things like malaria and that is purely and simply that we don't have a lot of malaria here. There have been cases, especially down on the Kent coast and that over the last few years, we've had 2 or 3 cases. And in actual fact, a lot of diseases that we think are eradicated in the UK aren't. We had a case of rabies last month on the Isle of Wight, and that came from an infected bat that had come across from France. So that winged its own way across.
That lady died in she getting bitten by a puppy, scratched by a puppy.
If you look at paperwork, it tells you there's no tuberculosis in the UK, but I live in a tuberculosis hotspot. So again, a lot of these illnesses and diseases are here, but very, very small numbers. And a lot of our parasites can carry them. But because there's not so many infected people wandering around, you don't get that infection passed on. It's one of the things that we often talk about when we got guys going abroad is infectious diseases, the problems you can pick up from insects, bugs, and native plants, flora and fauna. The biggest risk to you in the UK, really, truthfully, once you get beyond ticks, Lyme's disease, rats, mice, waterways, and Viles disease, is actually secondary infection. And that, again, as I said earlier on, that normally comes from scratching yourself, irritating something, rubbing it raw. I've had several times to deal with people where Bergens and that have rubbed and they've caused secondary infection over several days. It can be quite serious then.
Well, I've never heard of West Nile virus.
West Nile virus, yes.
Yeah.
Very nasty.
Ali was just saying that he had heard of deer on the hilltop last night. It was a magical night. Then woke up to an eagle soaring above me. Makes fighting the midges worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, isn't it?
So I've never heard of that European white nose syndrome either, Jason.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about. We don't put people off with the risks because the rewards are so worth it. Especially if you're. I mean, one of the greatest days we ever had, wasn't it? It was waking up at Ardnamurchan and opening the kitchen window and seeing the most awesome red stag stood 4 foot from me in the garden. And he was a beauty.
Yeah.
He was just stood there, noble king of the glen. You know, he was absolutely fantastic. And he was only there for a minute or two, it's just like enough time for us to see him before he. We were
going out for the day, weren't we? In Ardnamurchan, and you know, you have that feeling that something's watching you. We're in the car, and there was a tree line, a fence line. Do you know, I'm sure there's something watching us. And so we stopped, and I took a photograph. And of course, when I zoomed in on the photograph, it was a stag in the tree line, but you couldn't see him. But I just knew there was something there.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all over Europe. Italy, France.
It's funny how
if you Google the NHS website, we had 2 cases last year in Kent. And again, quite rare. Not it's at the point where it's small enough numbers not to worry about it. And again, it's like the rabies. I only found out about that because I was on the island with my mum at the time. And a friend of a friend of a friend who works for the local hospital actually mentioned it, the rabies case. And I was like, what's this? Rabies in the UK? Rabies? And yeah, in my digging, and it took a bit of digging, it turned out, she'd been bitten by a bat. And they reckon the bat had come across from France. So it had been either blown across or come across on the wind. And yeah. So these things do happen, but in such small numbers.
That they are trying to. I know they were doing things with mosquitoes and that they were trying to almost make them sort of sterile.
Yeah, but he's got a little pair of pliers.
No, he's not got a little pair of
Cracking their
pliers.
Get the little elastic band.
But yeah, I mean, some places they are. I mean, because we've had, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. Is it Western Supermare and another seaside town? I can't remember what one it was.
Yeah.
The beaches were empty because they had been inundated with swarms of ladybirds, and it was getting so that the people couldn't sort of go on the beach. So this lady sort of turned up and sort of said, you know, there's no one here. It's you know, a sunny day. There's no one on the beach. Someone said to her, no, it's ladybirds, and I'm actually seeing some of the CCTV, and it's almost like little red locusts. It was it was bad.
Yeah, it's
it's funny, but now you're talking about it, again, realise that there is more and more of these things.
Again, don't let it put you off.
No.
Simple procedures, insect repellents, lots of onion, lots of garlic in your diet, and I mean lots of it. Nobody's going to want to snog you.
We find that in Poundland they do a green pack of mosquito repellent, isn't it? And that stuff is even better than some people have bought.
Well, I give a pack to Evan to take out the leaves with it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ali, Mick's not being well again. He's had some tests done, and he's got to have a prostate operation. So we were hoping to do the camp in.
It's going to be in October.
Yeah, and Alex was asking whether you got any camping, but unfortunately, he's got some tests and that next month, and then you got an operation in August, September. Yeah, right. So after that,
Poundland in the UK, yellow or green. Okay, expel mosquito wipes. These again, pound shop, and they are just a wet wipe infused.
You use them at night to stop yourself getting nibbled.
Yeah, I mean, I hate my feet.
Thanks,
my feet, for whatever reason, always seem to draw them. So yeah, simple thing like that. Don't get it in your eyes. It's if you're going to do your eyes, shut your eyes just over your lid like that, because it will sting like a swine. But these are deep free,
like that.
And the bonus of being deep free. Deep is brilliant as an insect repellent. Downside of it is linked to a couple of nasties. So yeah, they advise you not to use deep based products. But if I was somewhere really,
it lasts up to 4 hours. And it's deep free. It says mosquito and insect repellent. You get 25. Well, this is the yellow one. That's it. The yellow one is the kids one, which is a little bit more mild, and the green one is for the adults.
Yeah, and remember, get round the ears, in the ears, round the ears, over the head. Yeah, if you've got short hair like me, the whole head, face, they're drawn to carbon monoxide. So round the nose, round the mouth, under the chin.
Aqua, Citrapel.
It's a citronella based.
Hydrogenated castor oil, phloxin, ethanol.
It's a citronella based.
Lemongrass oil and xanthan gum.
Yeah.
3 Dog.
So it's.
Yeah. Oh, Max, yeah, I look forward to seeing you when you're bike camping.
Yeah, and even if you're
I know it hasn't got DEET.
You're walking in places where you get lots of creepy crawlers that are liable to come up. I've been known to fold these up into 4 like that and just slip them into my socks at the top of my boots. And again, it just gives a bit of a repellent. It keeps the little buggers away. Anything to keep the buggers off. They're not what you want.
But yeah, it's everyone sort of say, "Oh, pound shop," but they do work really, really well. You had some, you've had them before, and you had some deer stalkers going out, and they were getting bitten to pieces with all the ones that they bought, and they had expensive like £20-30 sprays and God knows what. And in the end, it was they were borrowing.
Coming to me and asking if they could have a couple of wipes. And again, it's right. So
great for you in your everyday pack.
Don't make a mistake, and I've done wet wipes. I've made 3 mistakes in my life with wet wipes. One was in the dark in the car on a very, very long drive home late one night. Got caught short, as you do. Pulled over in a little lay-by in the middle of nowhere, crept through the hedge, found myself a little discreet spot, dug me a hole, squatted over it, did what you do. Thought I was being clever. On the driver's side door pocket of my car, I keep wet wipes.
Yep.
On
Always
the
have wet
passenger
wipes.
side, I keep bleach wipes because I do a lot of driving where I have to take people in the vehicle, and yeah, I take these bleach wipes just to wipe things down, especially after the COVID thing where I was having to do it on a regular basis. Without even thinking,
The antibacterial
reached into the wrong door, took the bleach wipe, took a handful of those and crept off to my hole. Did what I had to do and then cleaned myself with the bleach wipes. Led to a very uncomfortable drive home that I can guarantee you just got hotter.
Thanks for letting us know about the world.
Hotter, more uncomfortable and more painful the whole way home. I've also been known to pull one of these out by accident and blow my nose with it and then wipe my face around with it, thinking it's a wet wipe, giving the old face a really good scrub around the eyes and that.
It's the same as it.
Open my eyes now, and these will burn. So you get this in your eyes, it does sting. So yeah, try not to keep your wet wipes.
Yeah, you're right. Eat fruit and vegetables. So as a vegetarian, should get it first. But bananas, that sends them into one, don't they?
Avoid bananas.
Yeah.
It's actually, you are not allowed in British Armed Forces when you're in a jungle environment at the moment or at this time to consume bananas. Bananas contain a very high level of potassium. Potassium, when it's digested in the human body, secretes out through the skin. And potassium draws biting insects. It draws them like maniacs. So again, you're giving off something that is saying to them, come and eat me, I'll taste the bananas. So you're not allowed to have bananas. So again, avoid bananas and avoid anything that's got a high level of potassium in it.
Yeah, it's salt sauce. Yeah.
Yes, bleached Klingons. It was Lee. And the only way I can describe it to you, if anybody really wants to know the indelicates of it, it burned. It was a chemical burn. It just got more and more burny the whole way home. Although I will say I probably had the cleanest and whitest dot of anybody you've ever seen.
Didn't know about the bananas in the jungle.
No.
Yeah, I suppose because
it's salt sauce.
Yeah. And if you think about it, you just draw them straight to you. You make yourself a prize target.
Yeah, bananas. Yeah, avoid bananas. If you're in a high mosquito, high midge area, avoid your bananas. It's one of those. It's fine in the winter. Great energy source in the winter. Not such a good thing for you when you're trying to avoid those insects because it will help to draw them. Stinking things.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing as you, Lee. Put it in your mate's bunk.
Yeah. Kaz likes a banana. She'll have a banana this time. I avoid them like the plague.
I got some this week, but I haven't had any for weeks because of that. Because I get fed up with the little fruit flies. We've got some little fruit fly traps now. We've got one by the fruit basket in the kitchen, and we also got we have a scraps bin for the council gave us for food stuff, and we've got one right next to that as well.
That'll draw them.
Yeah.
Anyhow, guys, so there we go. 2 hours. Thank you so very much for joining us this Sunday evening. I'm gonna we'll stay live for another 5-10 minutes and give you guys a chance to say good night to one another. World Survivalists, really good to have you here. I'll have a look at your channel in a bit.
Yeah.
Guys,
nice to have some more information.
Survivalists is new to us, so if you want to have a diet, I hope he's got a channel because he's been giving out some really good information. Like, subscribe, share to it.
Oh yes, it's just looked up the high in potassium. It's increased the production of lactic acid on your skin, which recruits. That's it exactly. You do learn something every day.
You never stop learning. And it's one of those things. When I first heard it, I was a doubting Thomas. I was like, don't be daft, where do bananas grow? But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations to Twigs on winning the Toasty challenge. I look forward to seeing Dee's Toasty, and well done everyone else to for taking part and coming this evening.
Yeah. We'd love to hear Twigs' response.
Like Andy, enjoy your. He's away. Andy's away for 3 weeks with the family on holiday.
Andy, have a great trip.
Time.
Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy yourself, mate. Have a great time. My love to your family. Yeah, just go and have a awesome time. Have your adventures.
Too, Ali. You stay well.
Ali, thank you for joining us tonight, my friend. Hopefully you'll be feeling better in the next day or so, and there's nothing to worry about at all. I'll try and get over and join you next Friday. Unfortunately, at the moment, my sleep pattern is all over the place, and I am literally grabbing it when I can.
I'm going to have a look out for something, Jason, for little Twigs.
Yeah.
But so Tile Packers sent something over to. Going to be sending something over to as well.
Yeah, we'll find a little something to send up to Twigs. Something bushcrafty, preparatory for her to put into a kit.
Yeah.
And,
I see you being cameraman sticks in the end of your daughter's channel.
Yeah, she
Lightly,
was definitely
Bill,
captain
Alan,
of the
Stealth,
ship.
Kitten, Jason.
Have an awesome week wherever you are in this glorious world of ours. Just have a great time. Look after yourselves. Take care. Have an adventure. If you can get outside, do so. Do something. And like I say, it's one of those things. I have a simple rule in life: try and make one person a day smile. Even if it's only just one, make somebody smile. Kind comment, kind word, kind gesture goes a long way. But more importantly than that, love those you do. Forgive those you don't. May peace and light be upon you all. This has been Mick from Hampshire Outdoors Survival, Mac, Kaz, and Willow, everyone. And obviously all you guys. Everybody, have a glorious week.
Take care and speak to you next week. And we'll put some videos out this week for you.
Good night, everybody.
Night.